my phone. Look out, she's a bad girl, man of the field.
It's your girl DeLaurian, and I am back and so much better than ever. I have a rant in my spirit, and I haven't had one of these in a long time, so you know it's going to be good. So buckle up, put your seatbelt on, get your chapstick, do whatever you need to do, because it's about to be a very windy, bumpy ride. Let's go. I'm gonna just tell you what annoys me. We have become very, very comfortable, I believe, our society, with being mediocre. Mediocre work ethic, mediocre prayer life, mediocre relationship with your creator, mediocre pursuit of purpose, mediocre friends, mediocre circle, mediocre everything is average in your life, and you've become comfortable with it. So much so that this has become a way of your life, that your behavior has conformed to this. I think it's whack. I'm not judging here, because we've all become comfortable in not doing our best in some form or another. But when it comes to love, it annoys me that a man would prefer to be in the company of average women that he does not care about than to step up to the plate for the one that he loves. That pisses me off. I think it's whack. I think it's really whack. And a lot of times you have men who have been doing this for so long that it's become a part of your routine, so much to the point that it's become a part of your behavior, and now you believe that this is just who you are. When in reality, this is who you are deciding to be. So you can sit down and have a conversation and say, well, yo, this is just who I am. No, this is who you are deciding to be. It's one thing when you don't know who you are. When you're a teenager or you're in college, even in your 20s, you're still finding your way. Even in your 30s, heck, you're still finding your way. You're still getting to know who you are as a man. You're still getting to know what it is that you like, what you don't like. Okay, I get that. But at some point, you know what you want. You know what you don't want. You know what kind of women you like, what kind of women you don't like. You know what your career is. You know where you're going in life. Therefore, you should know what kind of woman will be the right woman to have by your side in life. You know what time it is. But yet, because you've become comfortable in mediocrity, you've become comfortable in controlling your emotions, it frightens you to be vulnerable to someone. So you would rather walk away from the woman that you really love, from the woman that could really change your life, from the woman that could really change the trajectory of your life, of your course of life. You would rather walk away from her because the thought of stepping up, the thought of messing up, the thought of risking it and messing it up, the thought of it frightens you so much so to the point that you still sit and reside in the company of women that you don't care about, of women who don't challenge you, of women who won't change you, of women who are average, who are mediocre. And I say this all the time, a good job does not make a woman a phenomenal woman. A good job and a good career does not make a woman the total package. Now, I'm not saying that because I don't have a good job and I don't have a career. I do. I'm doing well, thank you. What I'm saying is, every woman has her thing. Every woman has potential. But every woman is not the total package. Let's just keep it real. Just like when you come in contact with a dude, he has potential, he has a few good things about him, but he may not be the total package for you. So what? Now you in the company of somebody that's just cool. You in the company of somebody, yeah, he's got a good job, he's cool. You in the company of somebody who makes you laugh, he's cool. Somebody to have a good time with, somebody to travel with, but he does not move you to the core. He does not change the way you look at yourself. He does not shatter your thoughts and your ideals to the very being of who you are. He does nothing extraordinary for you. Nothing extraordinary for you. Man, yeah, she's cool. She got a big butt. She got big boobs. Yeah, she cool. She can make you laugh. She bad. She fine. Yeah, she cool. She got a good job. She got a nice crib. But is she the complete package for you? Is she the woman that's going to mesh with you perfectly? Is she the one that best suits you? No. But it's more convenient because your emotions aren't involved, right? It's more convenient because you don't care. So if she mess up today or tomorrow, you won't be affected either way. But your life won't be affected either. I have come into contact with so many men who have been like this. Comfortable in mediocrity. Comfortable running through women. How much pussy do you need? How much does your ego need to be stroked before it just becomes excessive? How many women do you need to talk about the draws before you know you can do it? Most of y'all been running around here going through women for 30 years. And now you in the company of average women. Nobody that rises to the occasion, nobody that you gotta step up for. You'd rather be in the company of a woman that makes you feel like a man rather than being in the company of a woman that you have to be a man for. Or better yet, a woman that you have to step up and be a man for, but she also in turn knows how to make you feel like a man. But you don't want to put in the work to get everything. You don't want to put in the work to get the total package, to get the full reward, and you wonder why your life is where it is. You wonder why you're not growing. You wonder why new opportunities are not coming to you professionally. You wonder why you're stagnant. You wonder why things are moving for you at a glacial pace. Because you're making glacial progress. Because you're making dumb decisions. It's time out. It's time out for mediocrity. It's time out for you taking out entertaining chicks that ain't about nothing. And if she ain't the one for you, it ain't about nothing. It's time out for you women entertaining jokers that are not about nothing. And if he ain't the one for you, he ain't about nothing. It ain't about nothing. It's not going anywhere. What's the point? When will you realize that you are holding yourself back? At some point, the person that is waiting for you has some things locked up inside of them that are gonna help you grow. At what point are you gonna look at yourself in the mirror and realize that you are holding yourself back? At what point are you gonna realize that you the crappy joker, the creepy joker, that's still running through women that no one takes you seriously with a terrible reputation for being a hoe? And that's not attractive, especially if you have children. Especially if you have someone who's over the age of 16, who's over the age of 18, over the age of 21, who needs your guidance, who needs to see an example of it working in your life, to understand and know that this really can happen. I really can have a great partner because my father has a great wife. My father chose a great woman, and I love what they have, and I learned so much just by seeing them. They don't even have to say a word. When are we gonna rise up to the occasion and stop letting the fear of hold us back? When are we gonna free ourselves from the fear of heartbreak, from the fear of getting it wrong, from the fear of repeating the same mistakes we made 10, 15 years ago, 5 years ago? When are we gonna stand up, rise up, take our purpose into our life, take our purpose into our hands, into our control, and manifest the destiny that we deserve to have. When are we going to do it? Aren't you tired of having the same whack conversation and going through the same old routine with the same old average women? Aren't you tired of it? Aren't you tired of having meaningless sex? Aren't you tired? Don't you want more out of life? Don't you want something real? Don't you want something fulfilling? Don't you want something better than what you've reduced yourself to? And you men don't value yourselves at all. For you jokers to be walking around so cocky, you sure don't value yourself. Because I'm gonna tell you like this, having sex and slinging your dick around for women that you don't care about means that you don't value yourself. I don't care whether you say you care about the person or not. It shows you do not value yourself as a man. We're not 15, we're not 20, we're not 25. We're grown. Supposed to be put in this earth to produce based on the purpose we were created for in life. There's gonna be blood on your hands because you've been spending years playing around and not producing fruit for the purpose that you've been created for. You don't value yourself. You don't value your dick, and you going around giving it to women that you don't care about. That's not putting value on yourself. And you're gonna look up and you're gonna be alone. You're gonna look up and you're never going to experience the true love that you were destined to have. And you're gonna play yourself and tell yourself, oh, well, that's just how I am. No, that's how you chose to be. Yeah, that's a decision you're making on a daily basis. You chose to live a life of mediocrity. You chose to practice this routine. You chose to allow this routine to become a part of your behavior. You chose this lifestyle. It's not who you are, it's who you are choosing to be. Oh, well, this is just how I am. It's what I do. Just how I am. It's what I do. No, it's what you're choosing to do. And the same thing for you women. Well, it's just it's just what I do. I ain't looking for nothing like that because you're afraid of getting hurt, because you're afraid. Man up. Woman up. Level up. And stop playing like you don't care, because you do. When you lay down at night and you don't have anyone to talk to, yet you gotta roll it. When you lay down at night and you need someone to talk to really challenge you and give you perspective and comfort, and you go through your Rolodex of 15 women and you can't call one of them, you gonna care. When your mama don't want to hear it no more, when your family don't want to hear it no more, when your boys are cuddled up and married and happy and producing life and growing and prospering, and you still working the same job, making the same money, driving the same car, doing the same things, going to the same bars, going to the same places, entertaining the same chicks, now you're aging, you just look a mess, and you wonder why. Remember, it was because you made the decision not to step up, not to step your life up. You made the decision to stay the same. You made the decision. Nobody made it for you. Nobody forced your hand. You made the decision. I challenge you. Step up. Stop living in fear. Get the life you deserve. God has so much in store for you. He got so much for you. And you just gonna let them pass you by because you want to be mediocre, because you want your ego stroked by women that don't matter anyway, because you want a steak meal from a joker that don't matter anyway. That's crazy to me. I understand, I've been there, but I've grown, I've matured, I've evolved, and I realize what's real, what's important. This is a spiritual thing. Your spiritual growth can be locked up in the person that's for you. And you holding yourself back, delaying your blessings because you still playing. Delaying your blessings because you still want to get a bag from this joker over here and some shoes from that joker over there. Instead of doing the work that it takes and taking the risk and realizing what's important. I challenge you. Like Spike Lee said. Do the right thing, man.
Work, 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 work.